Forget everything you think you know about 2026. The real story isn't about some sci-fi future. It's all about timing. We've updated our forecast, and what we're seeing is a year defined by critical moments where everything could change. Let's start with AI. By 2026, the era of just playing with chatbots is over. This is the year AI becomes your agentic partner. Think of it less as a tool, and more as an autonomous assistant that helps with your work, your research, and your daily tasks. We're not talking about full-blown artificial general intelligence yet. Most experts are pushing that out to the 2030s. Instead, expect to see AI factories becoming standard inside major companies. Generative AI will be a core business function, not a novelty. This will supercharge breakthroughs in areas like biomedicine and climate modeling, making discovery faster than ever before. But here's the timing catch. The hype might be moving faster than the hardware. Delays in building new data centers and infrastructure could create serious bottlenecks, meaning the AI revolution we're promised might hit a speed bump. The biggest challenge will be matching the soaring expectations with the physical reality of our power grids and supply chains. Now, let's talk about the economy. The big surprise for 2026 might be its resilience. We're forecasting steady global growth, somewhere around 2.7 to 3.3%. The US could even outperform, hitting closer to 2 to 2.6%, thanks to a mix of government spending and massive private investment in AI infrastructure. The timing here is crucial. The first half of 2026 looks promising, buoyed by easier monetary policy and stimulus money hitting the economy. But the second half of the year is where the risks appear. We could see a slowdown from new trade tariffs, inflation that just won't go away sticking around 3%, and a labor market that's finally starting to soften. We're not calling for a major recession. The odds are 35% at most. But what we are forecasting is a cultural phenomenon we're calling the Great Exhaustion. People are just tired. Burnout from constant disruption will lead to some interesting social trends. Expect darker, more sarcastic humor to go mainstream, and a growing backlash against low-quality, AI-generated content, or AI-slop. On the political front, the dynamics of a midterm election year in the US could actually cool down trade tensions, creating windows for economic rebounds. This feeling of exhaustion will define the cultural shifts of 2026. It's the year we reach peak fatigue. We'll see a rebellion against the digital noise, with things like dumb phones becoming status symbols for those trying to disconnect. At the same time, generative AI will become a standard expectation in schools and offices, which will spark a war on low-quality content. It's a paradox. We'll rely on AI more than ever, but we'll also become fiercely critical of its soulless outputs. But it's not all doom and gloom. On the positive side, this exhaustion could lead to a desire for more authentic, human-centric experiences. We'll see the rise of super fandoms and a gummy or elastic aesthetic in design that feels more playful and tangible. And get ready for a huge year at the box office. Big sequels and franchises like a new Avengers movie and Toy Story 5 are set to dominate, signaling a temporary but powerful comeback for the movie theater experience. The overarching vibe of 2026 will be determined by when people collectively say enough to the overload and choose warmer connections over colder, digital detachment. When it comes to technology and innovation, the theme for 2026 is efficiency over raw power. For years, the race was to build the biggest, most powerful AI models. Now the focus is shifting. The new scaling law is all about hardware efficiency, getting more done with less energy. We'll also see quantum computing start to outperform classical computers in very specific niche applications. In the AI space, watch for Chinese open-source models to rapidly close the gap with their Western counterparts. In fact, many Silicon Valley companies will quietly start building on top of them. Don't expect a wave of big AI IPOs in the US. The money and attention will shift from simply creating new models to deploying and integrating the ones we already have. Chatbots will fundamentally transform how we shop online and conduct research. The real winners in 2026 won't be the ones who build the biggest AI, but the ones who master the timing of when and how to deploy it effectively. So to sum it all up, 2026 isn't a year of one single revolutionary shock. It's a year of delicate timing. It's about when AI truly lands in our daily lives, when the economic boosts begin to fade, and when our collective exhaustion finally pushes us toward reinvention. The challenges are real, but there's an optimistic path. If we get the timing right, if we adapt quickly, cut through the digital sludge, and embrace efficiency, 2026 could be a genuine breakthrough year. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think will hit at the perfect, or maybe the worst, time in 2026? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this forecast project. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the comments.